Here's the deal on how to tabulate all your information from your or for your resume. The first step is to get yourself logged into AKCIS.org. That's your username and password that we've been working with for quite a while. Once you have logged into the site, notice how we've got assessments. These were all the assessments what we did when we went through this page. Occupations, when we did the occupation sorts, etc. Now we're in My Portfolio. Under My Portfolio, you can see that there's some checklists, there's some plans, and over here it says, how do I prepare? And you've got a resume creator. When you click on that, there are multiple links over on this side that show what you have done and how they can be applied to your resume. You can see when we mouse over, they tell exactly what each one is. So let's say that we want to click on paid and unpaid work, and you can see here that I've got a couple of examples on here. If I wanted to add work history to that, all I'd have to do is say my employer is Hausers Incorporated. I'd have the address of the location here. 123 Main Street, I don't know exactly. The city is Haines, the state is Alaska, 99827. Phone, the dates that you started, if you are only working in the summer, that would be probably June 1st through, let's see, August 1st maybe. Okay, August 15th we'll call it. Starting pay, ending pay doesn't really matter. Your job title, you could be a stalker, not like a stalker, but someone who stocks groceries. Your supervisor's first and last name is important because that could be one of your references. When you list your duties or explain what you did, stocked shelves, fronted merchandise, etc. Make sure that you're speaking in the past rather than the present. I did this, I did that, I did that. Okay, once if you have highlights and accomplishments, you're welcome to do that. Reason for leaving, at no point should you mention that you were fired. Just simply say something along the lines of going back to school or something like that. Once you save the information, it's there. As you can see right here that now I have Hausers Incorporated, it shows the date. Now, once you go through each one of these things, listing your achievements, activities, and skills, remember we talked about soft skills versus hard skills, that's where you would list that. References, you need to have 3 references. You can see if I wanted to add, this is my information, that's going to show up at the top. That's very important to have that. Here's your references. You could actually create references from here, getting their information. You need to check with the people that you're putting on your resume for your reference. Once you've done all of that, you go to Create Resume. And what we're going to do here is you're going to want to do a build your own. You're wanting the references on there. It's going to have the dates. Go to the next. Your objective at this moment is simply to get a part-time job to make extra money. I can't imagine anybody wanting to get a career at this exact moment, but that's basically you. And then you need to check the things that you filled out. Do you have military history? Probably not. You can take that off. Do you have licenses and certificates? Maybe you do. Maybe you wrote in skills. We don't need standardized tests. Let's take that off. Once you have that, you want to select what it's going to export as. And in this case, the best thing for you to do is simply do a text or a notepad. Hit download resume. And now it creates this massive amount of text that you can simply copy it all and paste it in a Word document or a Google Doc and then have it so that you can edit this information. That's really big. I'll make it a little smaller. But you can see it somewhat formats it, but it doesn't format it nicely. Remember your content repetition alignment, proximity. We want to make sure that our top is big and bold. And start editing from here. This is the page that I'm going to want to see from you. Depends on how you want to actually format it at this point. This is how things are going to make it really pop. There are templates available out there in the world. If we did something with Word as an example and we said resume, you can see the different layouts that other people have already done for you. It does take a little bit of extra work on your part to move your information into that section. So here I'd have to change my name up here, put my information in, and go from there. Okay, once you get a draft, that's when you need to send it to me and we can go from there. Any questions, let me know.